Hello everyone, it's Rita here, and welcome to my channel. Welcome all my new subscribers, and thank you for stopping back for my regular subscribers. So today I'm going to work on the pink lady, and maybe we can actually get it sort of finished. I hope everybody had a wonderful 4th of July. I had a great time with my kids, my daughter's 50th, my son coming. And so we spent the day yesterday, doing dinners and what have you that you do on that day, and birthday cake and all that. And then today they went to sightseeing with my son and my daughter to Chattanooga and to Outlook Mountain, which is right up in Chattanooga area, North Georgia. Or maybe it's in Tennessee, I'm not sure. But anyway, I didn't want to haul up there and you have to walk up hills and all kinds of stuff. So I have the whole day to play. So let me show you what I've done. I've sewed in the 3 signatures that we made. It's all in here. And I'll go and back and do some things that need to be done. I put this in as like a little belly band here, and then I put this fabric on the inside. I fused this one to a file folder like I usually do, and I fused this one to the file folder and I stitched around it. I did cut this with those scallop scissors I bought. Okay. Yeah, it stopped recording for some reason. Hopefully I have enough on that little piece that I just welcomed everybody. So anyway, this is like a little belly band on this side. I was going to put pockets, but I thought, this lace was pretty, and I can still stick something up in there, or people can. Okay, then sewed in the signatures with all the pages that I've put in. Now this is the one where we have to, I sewed this signature in, and we have to glue this so that I can slide that journal card in there. So that's my next step. So I'm going to run this along here on this side. I'm going to try to get on this fabric, the thread. I still try to say the right stuff, and I still can't say the right stuff, but y'all know me by now, or you wouldn't even be watching, right? You know I don't make sense a lot of times. Oh, and yesterday, my kids, I'm like, I was so off. Couldn't think of anything. They're probably thinking, oh my gosh, Mom, you are right. Your brain is gone. Anyway, so, yeah, we'll just stick that on there. I just don't think it wants to stick. Let me put a couple little clips on it for a minute. I may have, I probably should just use Fabri-Tac. Yeah, that's what I should have done. Hold on, let me find my lid. Where'd it go? I don't know. We're off to a good start, and I was feeling really good about this. I keep wanting to open this page, and it's not a page, it's a corner. I don't know, maybe it did glue. Not really. I don't think it's dry, so I don't want to use Fabri-Tac if I don't have to, because it gushes out. Okay, so we'll leave that for a second. Let's see where we are. So I have this in here. I don't know what, I don't know that I was planning to use it, but stuck it in there. So we've got these pages in here, and this is the one that we made that is like a little journal within the center of the journal, which I thought was cute. However, it was smaller than the other two, and when I laid it out, I actually got too high. So we're not going to tell anybody, but So the trick I kind of did to not make it look like it was way out of alignment, I just added lace to the inside of this this page. I was able to, you know, we've got like an inch here that you can lift up. So that's what I did. I just run this across the bottom so that it looks more uniform with the whole book. And then these were all the pages that we put in. I think this is all done. I've even got journal cards and everything in here. There's a lot of stuff in this journal. A lot of pages, things, window card, this little guy here. Yeah, so we've seen all that. I was just checking. I really didn't even check. I just finished working on it, so I just didn't like these little tickets. I may have to go back and change those. Okay, so that one is done. Just tie this up. And that hangs out there. And then this one, the signature in this one is this. And with a little input from my subscribers, I decided to use this crocheted, and I believe that this is one that Mary gave me, which was from her mother's pillowcase or her grandmother's pillowcase. I'm not sure. I think this is the one. If it's not, you know, I guess I don't know which one it was, because I'm pretty sure that this is the one. I made this little card here. I need a journal card for in here. So I just took the digital from Janey B's Ladies, and I fussy cut out all the flowers around this image, and then I put this frame right there. So I did that this morning, and then when I put this paper on, it wasn't totally straight because I was using the new cutter, and I guess I didn't lay it right. So remember we made the washi tape the other day? I just made my own washi tape. Instead of gluing this down, I just put it on the tape, and it was good to go. It was great. And so this is Mary's, that one that she sent to me, the rose, and then I just attached the envelope to the back of this, and then I'll probably put a journal card in there or a tag or something. Okay, so I did a little stencil here. This end of the book seems to have a lot of journal pages. It always happens to me, but we haven't put the ephemera in yet, so that's what I want to do. Let's see if that dried. What I liked about doing this journal was just the different things that I've never done before. You know, like a thing like this. We've got our journal card here, and then that slides in there, and that sits just like that. I just think that really is cute. Okay, so the outside cover, I'm going to go with the white after all, rather than the pink. I just think it looks nice. The signatures, I used pink floss for the signatures, because all I had was like a tan color, and it just didn't seem like it would go with this, but this probably won't show because I was going to put this on here. I'm going to put that like this. And then wrap it back here like that. So this little edge right here is up. Oh, let's see, wait a minute. That might be way too long. Let's see. I hate to cut it because then it might unravel. Maybe, I don't know if that's too long at the bottom. I guess I'll have to cut it. All right. There's a little stain right there, so let me see if I can't avoid that. Okay, so I guess I'll just pick a line since it has lines. and start cutting down. Yeah, I don't know which ones would be the best to cut. So, and hopefully it won't start unraveling like crazy. I feel bad if somebody made this and I'm cutting it. I know, but you know what? It would just sit in somebody's trunk or something, and nobody knows where it came from either because somebody sold it. I have a little book. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's like a little notebook, and this lady wrote in it. She wrote songs like Bill Bailey and some other songs of the 50s, I would guess. And so her name is in the book. All right, so we'll just have to straighten all that out. So it's, what do I want to glue it with? I don't want the glue to show through. I don't know what happened to my lid. I don't know. So anyway, I was, let's see, how can I do this to, so I picked up that book the other day because I was going to get into it and use a couple pages. I think it was for this journal. And sorry, I'm trying to figure this out too. I don't think I need to glue all of it. Glue up here around the edge. So I looked up the lady and I found her obituary. She's already passed. But it was kind of, so I thought maybe I should try and locate, you know, her family. I still got it now. I won't take any more pages out of it until I find out. But they may not be interested at all, you know. Some kids and things, they're not really interested in the history of their family. Oh, I don't know why that just clogged up. It never clogs up. I'm using Sobo glue on this for fabric. I really like it. Except today it's not coming out. Must have got like a little piece stuck in there. It does take a minute to dry, but it's pretty fast even so. All right, let me get this part here. I don't know. I can see a little glob there, I think. My daughter's cake was huge, the cake I bought her. Well, that's like way off. It's funny how that lace and stuff stretches. So her cake was really pretty. It was red, white, and blue layers. It was a, I guess nowadays the new thing is cakes, round cakes. Tall round cakes. They almost look like wedding cakes. Not the sheet cake like we always used or used to get for birthdays and stuff. All right, hopefully that's not upside down. Looks right. Okay, so that's on there. Isn't that pretty, what we have left? Okay, so then I have, oops, come on. I have this picture, and I was gonna put this frame on it. And then I was gonna put the eyelet here and put sari silk, but I think, I don't know if I want sari silk because this would be there too. So what can I put there to tie it shut? Oh, I know what I forgot to do too. I'll do it later because it's boring to watch me put corners, but I'll put the corners on. So this too, I want to put the gold around it. I'm trying to think what else I've got. Should have done this before. I've been working on this all morning, getting more tags sewn, you know, putting the backs on them. Sewing in the signatures, which is always no fun. It's not fun for me. I don't know. Other people may like it, but it's frustrating, especially like today. It didn't match up. So then I've got to figure out how to fix it, which, you know, you have to fix it because you've already worked so hard to do the signatures, and then you've got these extra holes that you don't want. So doing that. Just I need to slow down. That's my problem. Darn it. I don't know why I can't fall. Maybe I should do it on the other side. That way it won't fall off onto the picture side, but the back. That's a good idea. Yeah, you know, if you have these ink pens, even if you wanted to use, you know, black or something or whatever to cover up this cardboard of Tim Holtz, it's just not very attractive. It's like it's almost done, I think. Yeah. Okay, so I just wanted to put a little edge. I think that'll look good. All right, so here's the picture, and I don't know, do you think it looks too, I feel like it's like too pink. Not pink, peachy kind of pink. But it does look nice with that. But what else can I put on it? I had that cameo. What did I do with it? With my son coming, I cleaned up my desk and I moved so many things around. I don't know, the cameo doesn't really go with her. It's like really pink, and everything else is like a vintage pink. I do have charms. Maybe I could put a charm on there. That'd be kind of cute too, the gold charm. All right, I'm not gonna mess with that right now because I wanna put some ephemera inside with you guys, because the rest of it I'm going to probably go back and do on my own. So, because I wanna start the Edith Holden folio that Tatty Treasures just did this last weekend. Yeah, so I don't know what to put on else to put on there. So anyway, that's on, and I, you know, pretty sure that that's what's going to go in there. So let's get my ephemera out. Okay. Just wasn't sure how much stuff I had made either. This is everything that's been sewn. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, I didn't do that, 5, 6, 7, and then with this, I have 8 with this flip. So, I don't know how many pages I have, but we only have to do the 2 signatures. The middle one's done. So let's, okay, that's, well, I could put something there because that's not really a page to write on. So this one is this little guy. I could put that on. I just don't know. Should I leave it open and put a journal card inside or a tag? That's too big. I'll leave it open on this side, not the top. I don't, well, but that one's just too thick. It's not going to go inside. I don't have really a journal card to, I mean a tag. Big enough one. Yeah, I'll just, oh, this is the one that has the little flip. All right, I'm just going to, let's see, let me get my fabric tack. I'm just gonna glue it on these sides, and that way it'll have a place to put something else behind it if somebody needs it, or if I find something I want to put. Yeah, I don't think I intended for this to be in a pocket. I don't think I did any belly bands either. Okay, now I've got to think about it again. You know, it's been so long since I started this, I can't remember what my plans were. Okay, let's use the line to kind of judge. A fabric tack, you gotta hold it down a little bit too. Some oozing out already. Okay, so let's see, that's the front of that one. So let's go to the front of the next signature. I always like to have something on the front page. Where is it? There it is. All right, so this goes like that. So that one I think I was planning to clip in. I do think so on that. Okay, we've got this. So this can come up and open like that. And this one, I may go ahead and plan on a tag up there in the top. All right, so I'm going to glue it on the sides. the bottom. I was trying to, the last video, or whenever I made this thing, I was trying to think, where did I get this idea from? And I got it from Reflections by Di, because she sent them to me. She sent me like Christmas ones, and I saw those, and I thought, well, I'm gonna make my own and with these papers. So that's where that was. I couldn't remember what I did. All right, so now let's see. So we've got this one, doesn't want to stay under that button. The button's too flat, maybe. Let's see. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's a clip-on, 6. Glue. I have to go back and glue it. 2, 3, 4. Trying to find a page that can't be used to journal on. So this page here. Okay, this one pops out like this and this. And this comes out the journal card. Do you like that on that one? Yeah, I don't think. Oh, these are these 2 pockets. I still have to sew around those. Oh, this goes, oh, you know what? This was supposed to go between the signatures. Oh, darn. Yep. Well, it's going to get clipped on now. So, okay, so there's another clip on. I may have to make more ephemera, so. All right, so that's a pretty big chunk there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think this will be fine on this one. And I'm not going to leave anything open. I'm just going to glue the whole thing down this time. The fireworks didn't last really too long here last night. They were done by about 10. So, but boy, they're loud because, you know, we have all those fireworks you can get in Tennessee. People go over there and buy them. I bought some envelopes for I bought these big envelopes for the Edith Holden folio, because she said a big pocket, and she measured hers and it was like 9 by, I don't know. But this one's pretty big. I got them at Walmart. This one's 9 by 6. So I think they'd be, I mean, I have several. I think maybe there was 50 in the pack. But I think they might be good for a lot of different things, like little, kind of just like that pocket there that you could put one on each side of the signature. Okay, so let's go in the back and get kind of an even amount there. So 1, 2, 5 on the 6th page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Okay. now this is going to be untied, and you can open it here and here for journaling stuff. I put this in here. Tags. There's a journal card up here. So they can take everything out of this to write on it, so it won't be too hard to write on this, you know, sitting on this page. Okay, so I'm going to glue that down, and I'm not going to leave anything open. Oops. Because we want, oh, hold on. We want the tie to stay in there underneath it. Get in with all that stuff. Should have tied it back up probably. This barely fits on the page. But this is also one of the smaller pages. You know, the digital kit ones, they're always a little bit smaller because you have to cut that edge off. I can't feel this. That's why I have such a hard time with this. You know how you feel for the other side of the tie? And I have the hardest time feeling it. Okay. Okay, so now we got 2 more pieces left that are not clipped in. They will be, yeah, glued in. So let's see what page. Could write in this page, but that matches the same. I like that because I think we can journal on that. And I don't want to cover that. I gotta put something in those too. Nope. Let's see. Let's put it on this page. Where's this? Yeah, let's do this page. All right. I don't know. I don't think I want something back there. So I think I'm just gonna put it all the way down. This is the one I had such a hard time with. And it should have been a lot easier than that. To watch Angela's video over again, which is what I should have done before I even started it. You think you're going to remember everything you see, you know. So, and then to try to find it again, that's the hard part. Alrighty. Okay, so, I don't know what I want to do in this. I don't even know if I like that. There's something about the pink and the red part in that. It's not red, it's pink, but it looks red to me. All right, so let's see, how many pages in was that? That was 1, I'll call that 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go to the end of this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, let's see if this looks okay on that. Because really you want something where they can journal on the back side of this. Oh, that looks pretty. That one I like. Okay, well this lace is too big, so let's try to cut it down. Let's see. I don't think my cutter would cut it in there, probably not. Side is pretty straight or not. All right. I'm gonna come here. I wonder if we should make this shorter. I'm going to cut right above the top of that word. Now, do I need to put like some paper or something folded to hold up that together? I have these little guys, this piece of paper. Maybe I should just fold that in half and then glue it onto this and then glue it onto the page. I like this little print. This was in Journal Boats. I don't think it's going to be wide enough. Let's see if this one fits. See, I feel like I should be just going to the end of the fabric, not... I think it would be okay if I just rip this a little so it doesn't look so square. Let's see. Let me put some... Oh, that's a dark walnut one. I want that one. I also have pulled out this tea. I got this, well, I've had it for a long time, but it was a pain to use because of this little tiny thing. So I never used it, but I kind of like it with these colors rather than the vintage photo. And also, this is the color that, and their little stopper fits right in there. This is the color that Tanya is using for the Edith Holden folio, so I thought it was great that I found it. I don't know, that just looks awkward to me. I think I would rather have it to here and right to there. Okay, so this is fabric that we're going to be gluing to. I don't think we need another piece of fabric on it. I think just these two pieces is good. No, maybe that wasn't a good idea. Let's see. Whoops. It's got a crease in the paper is all. Just need to hold it down flat. Okay. So I was going to put it right here, and that I think would look pretty next to what do I want to use? Fabric tack. Just want to make sure it's going to stick down, not. Okay. So you can see our book is already really fat. It doesn't even take, you know, just a few pieces of ephemera and it's stuffed. Oh, and I still have extra pieces to do. All right, so let's do this pocket. I don't know, that might be too flimsy. Oh, come on, just go in between there. That looks cute on there. All right, do I have a paper clip? I have ones that aren't made yet. Although that's gonna look silly because I already got this little thing. That should have been a paper clip. Maybe I'll just do a rusty. I wish I had some cute paper clips, but I just don't. You know, the ones that are, this doesn't like to go on lace very well, but I guess it's all right. Let's see, do I have a little something to tie on the end of that? That would be very cute. Oh, got a little piece of this. Time should be up here pretty soon. I set it for a little longer because I just want to get more done. As much done as we could get done. Okay, so that's cute. And then this one needs to be clipped on. I also need to sew this too, or glue it. All right, so that one was like on page 3 with that signature. You know, I think this would look cute back in the back where there's a lot of, how about right here? Actually, it could go right there. right? Maybe paper clipped in would be better. All right, let's see if we have time to make a paper clip. Okay, we leave this like that. Well, I gotta cover, no, I gotta cover it after. Okay, then we need a piece of paper to go over the top of that. I think if this is how I remember to make it. Glue stick this down. I wonder if I make it the same width as this is. I wanted to. I was thinking about rounding the corners on it. Going to cut this away a little bit as I think it's coming out a little too far. Hold on. Normally you put all this on one big long piece of cardstock, but oh, dang it, that's not right. Gotta cut that off. I don't know. Thinking I could do it this way, but I guess they have to be even. Or don't, oh, I know, I was supposed to glue the back, the side with the paper clip, not the side with the design. Oh my God. Well, it's a good thing my time's up. Okay. That'll work. As pretty as I wanted, but let's do a little pink. Probably never use this pink again. Okay, now it needs something on the top. Let's see if I have a little collage or something. I have some of that washi that we did, but I feel like I did a bunch of collages the other day. I don't know what I do with them. I did a lot of those with the. That's good. That works. It's the right color. I'm not going to do both sides. Where's the card I was going to put in? Oh, here it is. I just want to make sure it doesn't, if I do it, no. maybe that looks better that way, because then it's, yeah, that looks better that way. Okay. Okay. See if this is okay until I find my, you know, the other day I was using this and it was laying down and it's like the glue, oops. No, I'll just do it all over. I know it's a little higher than the card thing. Actually, probably wanted that to go a little more closer to the center. Anyway, I couldn't find my lid and I was gluing a lot, and as you glue, it was like a little glob gets right there and you take that off and it sealed it. It must have dropped on the floor or something. I just don't see it. I'll find it because I have to stop the video, right? Okay, so probably the next video, it will be a flip through. I want to get going on something else, but oh, it's really big and I think it's going to be beautiful. I just have to figure out what I want to for sure do on the front. That's what I got to figure out. But I like the white on white and the off white, so yeah, that's why that frame kind of throws me, because of that picture. See, that frame without that picture, to me, looks better. Unless I find something with more of a white picture in the background. Or I don't even need to put a picture in there. I could put a floral or something. Well, I'll think about it. And I'll share it with you as soon as I figured it out, okay? All right, so thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. Alrighty? Bye.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
All right, cool.